Guys, on a bit of lunch here. Haven't done a tutorial on this patch or anything, but it was a leak and caused some damage coming up into the wall, blowing a wee bit of plaster and mostly paint. But I'll show you what kind of want to really get into this damage, but it just popped in my mind. I'll show you what way I've done this here. So there's a couple of heavier bits, so kind of coated them out with stiff stuff and then went over the whole area with creamy stuff. But no jokes, guys, I've actually been troweling it in with that, and it's kind of a wee bit out of laziness because that trowel and this trowel was in the bucket. Now I do have my good skimming trowel stuff there as well, but I just literally, this is only one trowel, so you can see how well the pool trowel has brought this all in. And I'm obviously going to need to sponge this down all a wee tiny bit, give it a bit of cloth, but even here the pool trowel has got that in like super thin. I've had a thought I would have actually used casting plaster, possibly. I don't know, it's a wee bit large kind of area, and casting plaster tends to want to shell off when you go thin and over the top and stuff like that. Just put the lid back on the SBR, because I used the SBR on the bare plaster and there was actually sand cement in a couple of wee areas. So I just painted a bit of SBR over and then really just started mixing because it was drying in nicely. And now I'm going to get a bit of tea and let that pull in, hopefully about 10-15 minutes. Then I'll give it another wee trowel. Then I'll probably pack stuff up and just give it a double check. It's not going to need a lot of trowel, especially after it was on pretty neat. And then that pool trowel really got them edges in, guys. You know, when this paints, it's going to be, even now I run my hand over. Before when I was rubbing my hand over, I could feel the edges of the paint. And with this going to be getting painted white again, I just decided to fill it in, and it's all lovely and flush now. Again, I will just clean all these areas down a wee bit. As you can see, I actually missed a wee tiny bit here. So I will actually get that sorted here while my stuff's still soft and usable. Again, guys, why I never just tip the stuff straight out into the bin or anything, I always sort of leave it handy. As you can see, some junk meal there. I'm sure won't be missed too much. Is maybe mortarboard at the minute, but basically I just got it out of the bucket so I could wash the bucket while I'm waiting for things to set, and I may as well have a bit of something to eat. But I will actually go and remedy that wee top bit now while I see it. That's why I hate patching sometimes, guys, because you could be running around the whole house patching up and you'll miss something, no doubt. But yeah, gonna get that stuff on now, but thought I would share the pool trowel with you. But I know it's the pool trowel, like if you want to get something like glass, that flexible pool trowel will do it. Whereas, you know, a stiffer pool trowel, it'll still be good for concrete and for screed and stuff, but when it comes to like finish skin and you're trying to get a nice clean corner, and there's no risk of it digging in, that was the other nice thing. I think next time I'm doing a patch and a ceiling, I'll definitely be grabbing the pool trowel out.
What we doing live? Echoes in eternity.
Aww.